Today, at the request of my daughter, we're making chocolate chip cookies. You need 2 1/4 cups of flour. You need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. You need 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 sticks of butter, 3/4 of a cup of white sugar, 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 12 ounces of semi-sweet chocolate morsels. The next step is to preheat the oven. The recipe I use calls for a baking temperature of 375, but because I have a convection oven, I set my convection oven to 350. The reason I do this is because with convection, it cooks 25 degrees hotter, and it'll cook faster. So in order for the cookies to come out right, that's why I set it to convection 350. Okay, the next step is to take the flour, the baking soda, and the salt, and combine it in a bowl and just place it to the side. Okay. Next, we're going to combine the 2 sticks of butter, the brown sugar, the white sugar, and the vanilla extract into the stand mixer, and we're going to mix it until it's creamy. For a while, take a spatula and scrape down the sides of the bowl. So make sure everything gets evenly mixed in. I'm going to turn it back on and let it mix a little bit more. Okay, I'm placing the 2 eggs in the stand mixer, and now I'm going to turn it back on and continue mixing. The next step is to gradually add the flour into the stand mixer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit at a time. I'm going to let it mix, and then I'm going to add a little more. So let's turn this back on. Stop it, lower it, add some more. Turn it back on. Stop it one more time and put the remaining flour in. Turn it back on and let it go. Last but not least, the chocolate morsels. I'm adding them to the stand mixer right now. And I'm going to turn it back on and just mix them very gently. After mixing all the ingredients, this is what the cookie dough should look like. The next thing we need to do is to scoop the cookie dough onto a baking sheet. As you can see, I have lined my baking sheet with parchment paper. Also, What I use is a melon bowl, which is about the size of 1 tablespoon. It's just easier for me versus using a tablespoon. If you don't have one, you can use a tablespoon as well. So we're just gonna scoop some on, and we're gonna scoop it onto the baking sheet. Next, we're gonna bake them in the oven for 9 to 11 minutes or until golden brown. Once the cookies are golden brown, remove them from the oven and let them cool on the baking sheet for 2 to 3 minutes. After that, place them on a baking rack and let them cool completely. Here we have our finished product, fresh baked chocolate chip cookies. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe. Thank you.
Thanks, Mom.